The name Penang actually comes from the Malay name Pulau Pinang, which means Areca Nut Island. That's a type of nut palm that grows there. People also call Penang the Pearl of the Orient or the Island of Pearls because it's such a gem of a place. Now, way back in the 15th century, Chinese sailors during the Ming Dynasty were the first to put Penang Island on the map. Admiral Zheng He even included it in his sea charts, calling it Penang June, which means the same thing, Areca Nut Island. Penang's capital, Georgetown, got its name from King George III. It was set up as a free port by Francis Light from the East India Company in 1786. And being a free port meant that traders didn't have to pay taxes, which made Penang a hotspot for business, stealing trade from nearby Dutch ports. The number of ships coming in exploded from just 85 in 1786 to over 3,500 ships by 1802. In 1826, Penang teamed up with Singapore and Malacca to form the Straits Settlements, with Georgetown as the capital. But Singapore quickly outgrew Penang and took over as the capital by 1832. During World War II, the Japanese occupied Penang, but the British took it back in 1945, and later Penang joined the Federation of Malaya, which became independent Malaysia in 1957. Today, Georgetown is pretty packed. About 20% of Penang's nearly 800,000 people live right in the city centre, making it one of Malaysia's busiest cities. The city's vibe comes from a mix of cultures, Malay, Chinese, Indian and European, with Islam as the official religion. Still, Penang is one of the few Malaysian states where Muslims are not the majority. They make up about 45%, followed by Buddhists, Hindus and Christians. In 2008, UNESCO gave Georgetown's city centre World Heritage status because of its unique blend of British colonial and Asian architecture. There are thousands of heritage buildings, from shophouses and bungalows to mosques, temples and churches. Some cool spots to check out are Fort Cornwallis, named after a British governor, and St George's Anglican Church, the oldest Anglican church in Southeast Asia, built in 1816. It's even one of Malaysia's 50 national treasures. Georgetown is also a cultural hotspot. In 2012, artist Ernest Zakarovich painted 6 murals showing local life for the Georgetown Festival. The city's walls are decorated with over 50 iron characters and 18 murals telling stories about its history and people. Fun fact, Georgetown's sister city is Adelaide, Australia, because the founders of both cities were father and son. Francis Light founded Georgetown and his son William Light founded Adelaide almost 50 years later. And if you love fashion, you might know Jimmy Choo, the famous shoe designer. He was born in Penang in 1948 and made his first pair of slippers when he was just 11 years old. And Georgetown's old school charm makes it a favourite filming spot too. Movies like Crazy Rich Asians and Anna and the King were shot there. Plus, it's been featured on shows like The Amazing Race. And lots of famous writers and thinkers have visited Penang over the years, including Rudyard Kipling, Somerset Maugham, Sun Yat-sen, Joseph Conrad and Rabindranath Tagore. Oh, and Penang was the first state in Malaysia to start a No Plastic Bag Day campaign back in 2009, showing it's serious about going green.